Hello Taurus, welcome to the Lynx Tarot. My name's Monica and this reading is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your July 2022 reading or for the next 30 days. We're going to jump right in with the Power of Surrender cards, then we'll do some Tarot, Money, and Career Oracle, and we'll end with a Chakra Love card. Thanks so much for being here, Taurus. You may have noticed I don't have all of my candles lit. Had a weird experience when I first started this series of readings. Candle was making a weird sound. Long story short, I remembered a Jackson Galaxy video. He's a cat behaviorist. He's really awesome. You might want to look him up. He was saying if you have cats, don't light candles or something like that. And I thought of that right at that time. I started thinking it through. I didn't have lit candles for a bunch of my readings, and for this reading I'm just going to have the one lit. It's just, more controllable, and I'll see how I feel about that. But anyway, just wanting to spread the word for those of you who have pets. Be really careful, okay, because he is right about that. So I'm just being careful. I'm sitting right here. If I have to stop the camera and get up, I will blow it out, and when I come back I'll light it again. Okay, after all that long spiel, I just felt like I had to share that. We have surrender to obsessive thinking. That was a good way to be obsessive though, okay, because that has to do with safety. And yes, if we have pets, it's not really the greatest idea to have lit candles that are unattended, okay? So that said, this says if you're obsessing about a person or a situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve the problem. Okay, Taurus, so some of you are really ruminating about something. I feel like you're wanting something from someone else. This is for some of you, not all of you. You're wanting and waiting for someone else to do something. Like, is he or she going to call me? What's going to happen next? Am I going to get the job? That kind of thing. So it says, surrender this to, let's see, if you're obsessing about a person or situation, surrender to spirit, okay? So I was going to say give it to God. So as long as you know you've done all you can do, like filling out the applications, if you're applying for jobs, if you're communicating your feelings towards someone you're interested in, as long as you know you've done all that you can do, give it to God, okay? If you feel like you're being blocked from something, it may be because you are being protected, okay? And this will help bring you to a more peaceful state of mind, okay? All right, we have the Ace of Pentacles, okay? So someone listening could be being offered a new job or a promotion. This could be choosing to go back to school and learn something new that will increase your, marketable abilities, marketable skills. Ace of Pentacles. Did I say page? If I did, that is the Ace of Pentacles. So this is a new beginning in money matters, a new beginning in the material. Someone might be looking at houses. Maybe you're ready to buy a house. This is strong money making potential. For others of you, you may be thinking about proposing to someone, or someone is proposing to you, and it's something that you're considering. I'm getting financial stability, okay, but this is like the beginning of it. It's on what you choose to do with this offer or opportunity. All right, so that's the most important situation right now. I do feel for some of you it has to do with a connection to someone else, like making a commitment to someone. This could be a new job commitment too. Oh, the Nine of Pentacles. Love it. So this is monetary gain and security, being able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Like we see in this card, the witch is just sitting here chilling. She has everything she needs. She's worked really hard to get where she is, but she's enjoying her solitude. And you need to know you deserve that too, Taurus. Enjoy your solitude. Enjoy what you have. Your hard work is paying off. All right, I'm going to shuffle a little bit more. So this is a 4-card reading: situation, challenges, advice, and outcome. All right. Let's get 2 more here for Taurus. And I'll go deeper as I clarify. Nice, the Queen of Pentacles again. So this is confirming to me, owning property or a house, buying a house, owning land, having financial security. That's really awesome, Taurus. So during this time period, you might be entering a phase where, like say you're starting a new job or your business is taking off, and the money is starting to come in, it's starting to grow. outcome, we have the Emperor. Okay, it's a strong Aries energy. There could be Aries in your chart or an Aries in your life. Making a plan. This is very decisive, deliberate, taking action, confidence. Okay, there's a lot of confidence here. So I feel like many of you listening, you're finally starting to see glimmers of hope with your finances and starting to slowly feel confidence, like this is becoming stable, this is growing. I'm not going to lose everything that I have gained like I may have in the past. All right, so let's go in and clarify the Ace of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, wow, and the Emperor. All these pentacles, awesome. I think Taurus is really wanting to feel financial stability right now. And I think that for this time period is very key to your emotional stability, okay? Because of course, like getting our bills paid makes us feel secure, makes us feel emotionally secure. You know what I mean? So that makes sense. I feel like there is a lot of independence in this reading too, but at the same time, I feel like somebody's considering coupling up with someone, taking the next steps in a relationship. All right, we have the Seven of Swords, and that is clarifying the Ace of Pentacles. Interesting. The Nine of Pentacles, oh, being clarified by the Star. Success, healing. There could be health healing here. Queen of Pentacles is being clarified by the Six of Swords. Love it. Awesome reading. And the Emperor, ooh, being clarified by the Chariot. I love that because I was talking about the Emperor making a decision, and the Chariot is like this, it says this way or that way. And you need to make one decision. You need to make that choice and then go. And you're in this Emperor energy right now where you're like, all right, that's it. That's enough of going back and forth. I'm going to do this and see how it works out. I'm going to go for it. Okay, so the Ace of Pentacles being clarified by the Seven of Swords. I said this in your last reading, Taurus. Be careful about like theft type things. Keep your door locked. Keep your house or your apartment locked. Like I said before, even if you are bringing groceries into the house, lock your car door and put your groceries in your house. When you go back out to the car, lock your house, go back out. I know it might sound silly, but I feel like that's the best way to be safe. I feel like if anyone's going to try and do anything or take anything from you, it will just be, not just because that's never good, but it would be if you're careless. Like they're going around checking the locks on people's houses and cars. And then if they have a free way in, they're going to just see what they can take. Okay. So just be careful about that. For others of you on an emotional level, I feel like somebody might be trying to cut corners and they're just like kind of proposing to you out of the blue, almost like love bombing you before you like you never even discussed marriage. And you're more like, wait a minute, like we never even talked about this. And that's not like really in your personality to just, you know, be, have this like surprise thrown at you. So, the person may not mean any harm. Okay. They may be love bombing in a, you know, in a bad way. That's never a good thing. You may feel love bombed and that's not really what they mean. For others of you, you are being love bombed, meaning this person is like, oh, let's just forget about all of our arguing and let's just get married because that'll solve everything, right? No, that's not a good idea. But for others of you, this person may be very genuine. They value you. They want to spend the rest of their life with you. They're very genuine. And you're just you're caught off guard, taken by surprise in a way that you're not liking. So it doesn't mean that this isn't going to work out. It just means like you need to speak up and say, okay, well, we haven't talked about this. Let's talk about this first. It's not a no. We need to talk about this. Might be a no, but it might be a yes type thing. For others of you, if you're applying for jobs and you are being given an offer, make sure you get all of the details. Make sure you know what the hours are. Set hours, what your time off is, how many months you have to be there before you get any time off. If there are any bonuses, make sure this new job contract is very, very clear. Like don't sign anything until you know everything you need to know, okay? I feel like there could be something really good coming in for someone, but it's just really important with contracts to be very, very careful that everything is clear and complete. We have strategy here, okay? It's coming up twice with the Emperor and the Seven of Swords. Strategizing, making a plan, not cutting corners, okay? Very important to not cut corners. So for you, Taurus, don't you cut corners. And if someone's trying to get you to sign something that you're questioning and they're like, oh, well, that just means such and such, don't worry about it. Well, yeah, I am worried about this. I want to know what this means before I sign. So if there's something that doesn't sit well with you, don't be afraid to speak up and say, okay, well, I'm good with everything, but this one little thing doesn't sit well with me. Can this part be rewritten, before you agree to anything? The Nine of Pentacles and the Star. So the Star is, to me, for you, Taurus, this is like this newfound freedom. There's financial healing. I also feel like there's health healing. So if you feel like your health is not quite as it should be, make sure you call your doctor, your physician. This is just a tarot reading, okay? I'm not a doctor, so this is just a tarot reading, so don't go by this. I'm just saying what I'm picking up intuitively. There could be some kind of health healing. I think it could be related to stress, but not only that. Stress could be a component in it, and I feel like there's a strong healing coming in here with the Star, and somehow this financial stability is coming in for you as well at the same time. So I'm getting like financial healing and healing in health as well. Whether you own your own business or you work for another company, you're being recognized too. That's a strong energy of recognition. If you work for a company, you also have some autonomy. You are able to, I'm getting someone listening, you're able to make your own hours as long as you put in a certain amount of time or get a certain amount of work done. And I really like that for you. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. I really love this for you, Taurus, for those of you looking to move. It looks like the energies are very strong right now for you to have the opportunity to move to a more peaceful place, a calmer place, a place where you are more emotionally calm. I feel like there's an emotional cleanse here, moving tough times behind you. You may have noisy neighbors right now, or where you live, it's just like disharmonious for you. It might be fine for someone else, but for you, there are things that are just not okay for you. And this indicates strongly, I'm feeling, because I'm seeing the full moon here, between the full moon coming up, is that tomorrow, I think, the 13th, but don't hold me to that. So within the next month, the next 30 days of this reading, full moon to full moon, I feel like there's going to be an opportunity for you to move, and it's going to be more emotionally peaceful for you, and you're going to feel more secure, safer. You're not going to feel so jittery. I feel like some of you listening, you've been feeling jittery where you currently live, or where you may have recently moved away from, and you're moving on to something way better. The Emperor and the Chariot. So this is that moving on. There could be some travel for some of you. Some of you could be purchasing a new vehicle. If you're going on a trip, just have your car or whatever your vehicle is, have it checked out. I'm getting somebody is renting a vehicle. This may be because like your car is in the shop or something like that. Or it could also be because you just want a rental for a trip. So make sure that vehicle is checked over. Question, ask again. Like ask once, ask twice. Double check. Say, hey, could you go back and check the air pressure on the tires? And while you're at it, check this out, check that out. This is, I'm going on a trip, and I just want to make sure everything's checked out. If it's a vehicle that you own, do the same thing. Even if you've had your oil changed recently, go have it checked out. Say, hey, does this car look good for a trip? Do a trip check. It's going to be worth the money. The Emperor, he's making a plan. The Chariot is carrying it forward, okay? So this is you carrying forward set plans, making a decision, and then moving forward. This is very, very strong energy here. There could be Aries in your chart, or an Aries in your life, but I recommend you listen to the Aries reading as well, because I'm feeling that really strong. And the Chariot could represent a Cancer. All right, so let's clarify here with the Guardian Angel Messages Tarot. I feel like the obsession has been about making a choice, but I feel like many of you are past that, and now you're like, oh, did I make the right choice? I hope I did, but it's like time to go. It says this will bring clarity or even solve the problem when you give this over to Spirit, okay? So do what you know you need to do, and then let go and let God. Okay, so we're clarifying the Ace of Pentacles with the Seven of Swords, Nine of Pentacles with the Star, Queen of Pentacles with the Six of Swords, and the Emperor with the Chariot. And you don't have to remember all of that. It's just that if I say that out loud while I'm shuffling, it just helps with the synchrony. All right. All right, the Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. Oh, being clarified by the Five of Air or the Five of Swords. So this is interesting. Mistakes, melodrama, and reassessment. So I actually like this because when I was talking about the Seven of Swords, making sure if you're signing a contract that everything is clear, you don't miss anything, make sure the agreement is clear, because that way you'll avoid mistakes and melodrama in the future. So if you sign a work contract, and then something comes up and your boss or supervisor is like, well, I told you such and such, or you should know this, or you should know that. You don't want to be like, no, you never told me that. You don't want to be in that position. So ask now, okay? I feel like there could be a really good job coming in for you. For others of you, I think you have a few choices in jobs. And I think like there could be one that you really think you want, but there's a missing link. There's a missing link there, and you're afraid to ask because you want it to be so much what you want it to be. Do some research, do some digging, and if it turns out it's not what you want, like your bar is set higher than that, don't be afraid. Now, of course, don't turn down a job if you desperately need one, but if you have a couple of different options, try and keep a couple on the table at the same time until you really dig into each opportunity and then decide. The Nine of Pentacles and the Star is being clarified by the Four of Water or the Four of Cups. Very nice. So this says distraction, self-absorption, and discontentment. Okay, so I was saying for some of you, this could be a healing. I feel like maybe you've had some low energy and you don't know why, and you think that you're just bummed out or depressed or something, and it's actually more like you've had some low energy, but this beautiful healing is coming in. There's a new opportunity coming in for you too, so don't be afraid. There's like a true blessing coming in for you, so don't be afraid to look up, to consider this, okay? If you've been disappointed, don't stay stuck in that energy because there's something good coming in for you. The Queen of Pentacles and the Six of Swords, wow, it's being clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. Luck, progress, and change, beautiful. And with the Chariot too, this card really feels stronger to me when it comes to the element of change and good fortune. And with the Six of Swords, it's moving on from something that's been difficult, onto calmer shores, recognizing that it's been tough, but realizing like this move, whether it's with work or home, this is going to bring you financial stability. This is progress. Okay, it's progress. The Emperor and the Chariot, oh my gosh, being clarified by the Ten of Earth or the Ten of Pentacles. Awesome. Prosperity, security, and tradition. This is a legacy. This could be a legacy, that you are leaving or you will be for loved ones. This is about family love and security. If your family is just your pets, it's still about having that security. It's also about having connections with others. This could be your work family too. If your blood relatives, aren't like too strong, if that's not a very strong connection, this could be your work family. This could be your friends, pets. See the beautiful dog on that card. The grandfather on this card always reminds me of my grandfather. He was everybody's anchor. He lived with us growing up, and he was the stability. He was the anchor. So I feel like you're coming into really, really strong like financial material stability, and not in a materialistic way, Taurus. It's like having your needs met and then some, and finally having a burden lifted off of your shoulders. Okay, so let's go over to the money and career cards. We have angelic help, beautiful. Call on your guides and angels. This is a time to trust in the universe and know you will be provided for. There's a career or blessing lining up for you, so stay positive and believe. Sorry about that glare. Pay attention to the signs your angels send you during this time. Beautiful. I love that for you. All right, Taurus, let's get a couple more from here. What else for Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. So do check your other signs, Taurus. I don't know if I said that. There could be additional messages for you. We have justice. Justice will be served. Karmic justice. If it's been really hard for you for a long time or most of your life, things are going to balance out. It's your time, Taurus, and the beginning is now. Something in your life needs to be brought into alignment. Your career may be in law, such as police, military, in courts, or the criminal justice system. Be sure to be honest and ethical in money matters, or you'll face the consequences. Okay, so I believe you're being ethical, Taurus, or you probably wouldn't be listening to this reading, but make sure everyone else is. Like I said, like protect what's yours, protect your home, your car, and your job, if you're applying for a new job. I'm also getting someone is... you already have a job, but you're being asked to like re-sign a contract or sign an updated contract, okay? Review it, because it's not the same as it was before. So definitely review it. For those of you renewing a lease on an apartment or an office, same deal, okay? Make sure you review it. Don't be like, oh, I've already been there, done that. I'm just going to sign and move on. No, make sure you review it. We have prudence. Don't let the balance of your credit cards get too high. Put something aside for a rainy day and stay within budget and start living within your means. Okay, so that's for some of you, not all of you. And this is going to help you a great deal. I feel like there's a way you can save or get bills paid a little bit easier that maybe you're not realizing, and it's just time to take a look at it. I know things have gotten really expensive. I just went to the grocery store and I'm like, geez, I can't even believe this. I tried not to spend over $100, but it went over $100. It's just, you know, we have to eat. So it's time to like take a look at, you know, what we really need. But it's not always going to be that way. I don't feel like you're going to be like pinching pennies, Taurus, or living paycheck to paycheck forever. I feel like that energy is shifting into like security and having enough and then some. Oh, the truth and the throat chakra. This is you, Taurus. Taurus rules the throat chakra. This is about communication and expressing yourself. Speak from your heart. It is the only thing worth listening to. Beautiful. Oops. All right, Taurus, thank you so much for being here. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you again soon.